I came off Frost Street. My mom and dad ended up separating. We ended up on Highland, the 600 block of Highland with the prostitution, all that.
I was 24 years old with 3 kids and homeless.
From October of 2015, I was out of the workplace until June of 2019.
So I was a single parent and knew I needed more and was not financially stable, and I said, I need help.
This is the master bedroom. I like how they, with this bathroom to the master bathroom. Okay. They're still doing some little finishing touches on the house. This is the master bedroom closet. Big, cause I got a lot of clothes.
I want to tell you, Frank was a part of my class. And I got to spend more time with his class. He was so inspiring to me. For one, he came to class every day. He always did his homework. And he got out of his box. He got out of his shell of saying that he couldn't and beating himself up because of his past. He got through that. He pushed through that. He got him a job. He got him a house, like you said. All those things and goals that he's reaching towards.
When I first joined, Miss Regina asked me to set 3 goals that I want to accomplish, and one of them was to find employment. The other was to start an online business, and my third goal was to be a homeowner. After the class, she got with each person individually and told us what we had to do. So she had to set goals for me before I became a homeowner. Said I had to increase my income by $700 per month, and I had to been employed for 6 months before they could consider me into the program. So one day I was at home, Miss Regina gave me a call and she said, Mr. Frank, there's they're hiring at the Marine base through Goodwill. And in May, Goodwill called me to come in for an interview, and they hired me in June of 2019. In 2020, I went back to Miss Jackson, and she told me I'd have met the qualifications. What I did was I chose this house I'm at now, and they did a total rehab on the whole house. They remodeled the whole house all the way through, new wiring, new light fixtures, new bathroom fixtures, and all that good stuff. And so that's where we are now. They're getting ready. I'm getting ready to close on the house, probably on the 21st or the 31st of this month, and I have the key to this house. And Miss Regina, she was a good coach because she guided me all the way through. Because Strive is not an organization about giving people's handouts. It's about teaching, showing you how to discover the resources that you need to support yourself. And that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at now. I'm able to support myself and become a homeowner.
Strive to Thrive has what we call a readiness account, and we have that through a local bank where all of the participants in Strive to Thrive are required to save money, whatever they agree upon to save, whether it's $25 or I think our person that saves the most is $150. But he was able to save $1,500 towards his closing cost. But during that time, he took advantage of working towards being a homeowner, and he just closed in December on a house. So we're very excited for him, but it just shows how people at any level can achieve with the right support and with the right mindset.
my story begins a long time ago. But so I had Caden, my son, in 2009. And so I knew I needed more for my life. I was motivated to go to school, but things were just not lining up. So when he turned about 2, it was like I was working, but I was making $500-$600 a month and barely able to save and, you know, do the things I really wanted to do. So it was then I found Strive to Thrive, and so it was a humbling experience. So I'm never one to like just go out and ask for help. And the previous director at the time, before Miss Alvita, we were, you know, church members. And so she's like, you'll be really good for this program. And she told me something that was very key. And she stated that, you know, ask for help while you need it, but you won't need it for long. In an instance of, you know, it's okay to be humble. It's okay to need help. It's okay to say, hey, I'm really struggling right now. But know that that won't be your, you know, your full life. That won't be your story forever. And so that was the motivation behind saying, okay, Nikki, you need help. It's okay. And you got some people, really good people that's in your corner to go ahead and say, hey, we got your back.
As you see that evolution, it's amazing, because what we know is that a lot of times people need a hand up. And so instead of giving that hand out and not giving people the resources to be able to maintain what they're giving, we do it differently. We say that we want to give people a hand up. But not only that, someone said one day that Strive to Thrive teaches a man how to fish. And we say, no, we want to teach a man how to own the pond so there can be transgenerational legacy. So now Nikosha's son sees an example of how his mom has evolved to be successful even as a single parent.
It was just great to see that people truly wanted to not just give you like a hand, you know, here you go, here you go, here you go, no, provide you with resources that will help you in the long term. You know, I still to this day look back and say, oh my God, I was only making $600 a month, and it felt like I wasn't making anything, to look now that, you know, I'm still not where I want to be, but I have several banking accounts where it's savings, you know, and I can say, oh my God, I really have more than $500 to my name and able to really provide for my son. So it was just a whole lot. Like, now that I think back on the memories of the program and where, you know, it started, where I started to now is something different. I can actually tell somebody how to even set up a bank account, or how to even go about, you know, getting a car, or how to build their credit, because those are things that were taught to me in the program. Like, yeah, we know bits and pieces, but at the same time, it's those long-term effects that stick with you as well. And I had an opportunity once I did graduate from the program to actually give back to the program. I actually worked as one of the coordinators for the program, you know, so I actually was a part of the program and could share my story, but on the outside, to sit with someone who actually went through the program, I think that's, you know, proves that, okay, this person went through the program, he or she on the other side, she's not looking down on me, she's not like judging me for who I am or my story. I think that part sets Strive to Thrive apart from, you know, other organizations within the city and the surrounding areas too.
But one of the things for her was a change of mindset, because her mom was saying to her, you have a degree, go ahead and get a job and basically be happy. But Nikosha in her heart wanted more. So for her, it was just a matter of giving her that hand up and that encouragement to go on and pursue whatever that more was. It shows me that the holistic approach works, that you can't just focus on one thing. You have to focus on people holistically. You have to look at all the barriers, all the things that concern them, and help them get all of those resources that you were talking about. Help them create a balance for themselves where they can be successful. I think the biggest thing for her was the confidence in each little success, each little victory. It grew more and more. But not only that, because we engage the middle class community and the business class community, it also gave her an opportunity for exposure. You know, she did different speeches and different events, which allowed her to meet different people who therefore could serve as mentors or be resources for her to achieve the things that she needed to achieve.
So, I knew I wanted to continue my education. I knew I had to. You know, I couldn't stop. There was nothing there in Albany that would help me to where I wanted to be able to provide a much better life for my son. And moved up here, my son was able to adjust really, really well and just got connected. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna just be a regular pharmacy student. And God was like, yeah, no. So while in the program, I was exposed to so many people who, you know, was rooting for me. Was able to do a couple publications recently. I was able to be recognized nationally for patient counseling. And I was, you know, president of a couple organizations. And to this day, I still just bring back what I learned in Strive to Thrive about determination, about motivation, about just, you know, giving other people light. And it's like, I didn't sign up to do this. I just signed up to be a regular student, but you know, your gifts will make room for you. And so where I look back where I was before to now, it's like totally different. And I'm so grateful that I went ahead and took that leap of faith to apply to school. And here it is, I'm 5 months away from graduating. And the crazy thing is I still notify people that I was connected to in the program, like, hey, this is what I'm doing now, or hey, I'm almost finished, you know, just to show them like what they taught me still apply today.
I failed the science portion of the graduation test by 2 points. I started going to Even Start in 2010, and I ended up getting my diploma June of 2010. Right after that, I was introduced to Strive to Thrive. In the midst of it, I was able to get an apartment with Albany Housing Authority through Strive to Thrive, as well as a job opportunity here. With Strive to Thrive introduced me to Albany Tech. It opened up many doors for me and my family.
One of the things I like, my favorite movie is The Wizard of Oz, because you know, you have all these people going on this journey together, trying to seek one or two things individually but collectively. And once they reach their destination, they realize that everything that they needed was already inside of them.
In that time, I ended up starting here at SRJ. I've been here for 8 years now. It's been a blessing. With God helping, Strive to Thrive, everything has been a blessing. And life has been moving. It's been moving fast, but hey, I'm flowing with it.
One of the things is relationships. At the heart of poverty is relationships. Relationships are important. So being able to develop relationship for Janetta to be able to trust was a really big thing, to let her see that she could be vulnerable and accept help. And that was one of the things that she did. And once she was able to do that, she was able just to soar.
Now I have a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1 acre, 14 pecan trees in my yard. Knowing that I can help someone else, and knowing that just by telling someone my story, and knowing that if I can make it, you can make it, whoever can make it, because I came from the bottom. A part of coming from the bottom, I came off of Frost Street. My mom and dad ended up separating. We ended up on Highland, the 600 block of Highland with the prostitution, all that. So once, and that was in 2006, like I said, 2011, I moved in Housing Authority through Strive to Thrive. Up until 3 years ago, I came off of North Harding, and now I'm a homeowner. So